Hello geometry students. In this video we're going to try to use the area of a sector formula. So right off the bat they give us a few things. They tell us that the diameter of the circle is 18. So I usually like to make a little checklist, so I'll start with that. My diameter is 18, so my radius is 9, right? And we're in kilometers. Next, they also tell us or ask us, what is the area of the sector bounded by a 132 degree arc? So here's your arc, okay? So hopefully after our last video, or if you remember, the measure of the angle is the same as the measure of the arc. So 132 degrees on the outside, or the arc, is the same as the central angle here, or theta. So now we have our information. So we're going to be able to take that and substitute it into our formula. All right, now be careful here. I'm just going to warn you. The answer to this is supposed to be left in exact form. Now we are going to get fractions here. It's kind of messy ones, but we'll deal with it. We'll stay calm and see what happens. So 132 is theta. So I'm going to replace that here. 132 is to 360 as S is to pi r squared. The radius was 9. 9 squared pi is going to give us 81 pi. So just to kind of re-emphasize this, this proportion helps us to remember the following. Part of the degrees is to all of the degrees as part of the area is to all of the area. Okay, our goal is to solve for S, the sector area, part of the area. Now, here we go. This fraction, I want to simplify this to knock it down to smaller numbers. I just was messing around with this before, so I divided 132 by 4, and it gave me 33. And then I divided 360 by 4, and it gave me 90. But I wasn't done yet. I could still divide them both by 3. So when I finally simplify my fraction here, I am left with 11/30. All right, so not the nicest fraction, but we're still going to just use the formula and see what happens. So now, here we go. I'm going to end up getting 30 times S, right, which is 30S. And then I'm going to have 81 times 11, which is going to give me 891 pi. Now, and after I divide both sides by 30, here's where we are. 891 pi divided by 30. That's because we do have to simplify it, or else IXL is going to mark us wrong. Plus, we need to write our answers as simplified fractions. So now, I'm just going to take a guess. I think 30 is divisible by 3. I'm going to see if 891 is divisible by 3. It actually is, right? I get 297 pi over 10. All right, let's see. Can I divide them by anything else? Well, I can't divide them both by 2. That's not going to work. And I can't divide them both by 5, nor can I divide them by 10. So, ladies and gentlemen, our answer here is going to be, was this in kilometers? Yes. So our answer here is going to be, believe it or not, 297 pi over 10. All right, it's a messy fraction, but hey, all right, this is high school and we should be ready for numbers like that. All right, so now that's going to bring me to one last example. So using the area of a sector formula one more time. They're going to give us some information, but I'm going to first start by writing my formula. Theta is to 360 as sector area is to pi r squared. What do they give us? Now, this is different here, guys. Let's read it. The diameter of a circle is 10 centimeters. All right, so let's stop right there. Diameter is 10, radius is 5. Theta, let's see. Let's keep reading. What is the angle measure? Oh, wait a minute. What is the angle measure? So actually, we don't know the angle measure. That's what we're going to try and find. But let's keep going. What is the angle measure of an arc bounding a sector with an area of 7 pi square centimeters? Now, wait a minute. Guys, that is the area of the sector. So I'm going to add to my little checklist here. That's S. Area of the sector is 7 pi. So guess what? We're going to have to backtrack and find the angle measure. But the good thing is, we're just simply going to use the same formula every time. Okay? So now let's go ahead and substitute our values. Do we know theta? We don't. That's our goal. So I'm going to leave it as theta over 360. But now, guys, S was given to us. They gave us 7 pi. I'm going to divide that by pi radius squared. So my radius was 5. squared is going to be 25 pi. All right, I'm going to zoom in. We're going to focus on our formula. All right, now we're going to cross multiply here. Normally, this would be the spot where I can simplify. Oh, yeah, check it out. We can divide out our pi's, and that'll leave us with theta over 360 equals 7/25. All right, let's see what happens here. So I'm going to have 25 theta equals 7 times 360. Now, we're going to have to try to simplify that in a second, but that gives me 25 theta equals 2,520. All right, we're going to divide by 25. And it's going to leave us with this fraction. Now, remember, they want this answer in exact form in a simplified fraction version, right? So if I try to divide 2,520 by 25, I get a decimal. So it doesn't give us a nice whole number. So we're going to have to simplify our fractions. So I noticed that, this ends in a 0, this ends in a 5, so I'm going to try dividing both by 5. 2,520 divided by 5 is 504. Okay? Next, 25 divided by 5 is 5. All right? Now, they want the exact answer in simplest form. If you did divide that, you get approximately 100.8 degrees, but we're going to type this in as 504 over 5. Alrighty? And that would give you the correct answer. So I hope this helps, guys. We were using the proportion version for the area of a sector formula.